What's up, guys? Cobra Kai here, and we got Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 1, Mercy Part 2. Okay, so this episode picks up right where the season finale left off with Johnny in the Cobra Kai dojo meeting just along when John Kreese shows up, and he's like to Johnny, I want Cobra Kai back. But Johnny's like, no, you cannot have Cobra Kai. So, yeah. So they get into a little fight, and then we get a little flashback. Like they get into a fight, and Johnny even knocks out the cigar out of Kreese's mouth, which burns like the. So, and he like breaks the glass, and we see a flashback to Karate Kid Part 2 when Kreese was going to kill young Johnny, and Johnny lets Kreese go, and he says, "Take a sympathy on an old man, eh? Not a good move," and knocks him down. So, yeah, and things, yeah, and like Anthony, he's playing his Nintendo Switch when Sam, she's still upset over a breakup with Miguel. Daniel even takes it far enough to call Miguel a bully. I don't think he was a bully, Daniel. I just think he was a jerk. Miguel's a good kid, as Johnny says later in the episode. He's a good kid. And Johnny would never let him go astray. I just think that Miguel is just handling the breakup the wrong way. Like he's not a jerk, Daniel. Yeah. So yeah, and then Then we go to Cobra Kai where Daniel's like we're new students after seeing the fight after seeing all the tournament, want to join Cobra Kai, but he's like, no, the dojo is closed to students, so get out. And he's like, Honk, Diaz, stand up front. And yeah, did you kick your enemy in the back? Yes, Sensei, he says to Honk. Then he says to Miguel, Did you take an opponent's injury? Did you use an opponent's injury to win? Yes, Sensei. And he's like, Aisha. Since this is Aisha's last season, we all know she's not gonna be in season 3. So yeah. He's like, Aisha, what do you want to be? A tiger, a lion, a cobra, or a bee? And she's like, I want to be a tiger, sir. He's like, I want to be a lion, Sensei, and because they killed the cobra. And he's like, yeah. And then after, he's like, what? He's like, why did you do that? Why were we punished why was I punished for going after Robbie Keane? And he doesn't explain he's his son or anything. So, yeah. And then we go to Daniel, who, since last episode, is now training Robbie to be part of Miyagi-Do. He does the whole Mr. Miyagi thing. And then we see Sam, and she's blocking Miguel from her Instagram. And yeah. And then later, they're celebrating with victory nachos. Moon is in love with Eli now because his hawk persona, and yeah, and she's like, hey, why you're here but you didn't get the victory? And he's like, remember, we're Eli, we are Eli and Dimitri, binary brothers. And he's like, cool with the nerd stuff. Yeah, Hawk is really gone. He's really gone. Dimitri's trying to bring Hawk back to who he was, but sorry, Dimitri, but you're not gonna get the Hawk. You're not gonna get that Eli that you saw last season back, because now Hawk is now in control. So So yeah, and then we see Johnny. He's hanging out by himself when he hears knocking on the door 3 times for some reason, and it's actually Daniel's mom. I mean, Miguel's mom, Carmen, and she's like, "Hey, I saw that face that Miguel made at the tournament. It was kind of scary, but it was, I guess it's his game face." And he's like, "Miguel's a good kid. I'll never let him go astray." And then he gets a call from Kreese. He says, "Meet me at Smitty's Diner at 5 or 8. So yeah, so yeah. But while at the victory, Daniel was looking at Miguel. Sorry, I say Daniel. I get those two mixed up for some reason. He looks up Samantha Russo, but since she's blocked him, he cannot look her up. Okay, so yeah, that's what Instagram does, and yeah, so he meets her there. He's like, I want Cobra Kai back, but he's like, no, as I said before, he said it now, but he's like, no, I'm the best sensei. I'm the best sensei. I'm the best sensei. You ruined my life. I'm the best sensei, and there's only one sensei in Cobra Kai. That's me. So, yeah. And Johnny just walks away. We actually learned that Kreese said back in '89 he was traveling the world and he had to be like a cobra and sleep. But then when he finally woke up, he realized things were different. And he wanted Cobra Kai back. But as I said, Johnny said he's the new leader of Cobra Kai. He's the new sensei of Cobra Kai, and Kreese can't have it. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. I say so yeah a lot. So yeah. Okay. Then we get into a little flashback of young Johnny. Johnny's at the hardware store where he sees Daniel. Where he sees Daniel. Where he sees this guy, this adult man, and he's like, "Hey, did you ever hear of like the movie? And did you ever hear the movie in the '80s?" And Johnny's like, I was with Babe back in '89. So yeah, I guess that's what happened. Johnny answered Cobra Kai 1. He was with Babes. So yeah, and then he confronts he sees, and he's like, he sees his son, and he's like, he sees the son, but the guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, can you get me some mirror glass?" Because his increased fight broke the mirror glass. So yeah, and he's like, "Okay." And yeah, so then he gets into a fight with his son. He's like, "Hey, why are you hanging out on Daniel LaRusso?" And he's like, "Mr. Russo is a better man than you will ever be." And yeah, and he's like, "We were cool until you asked you asked Diaz to attack me." He's like, "I never asked Diaz to attack you." And he's like, "See it, Dad." Yeah. So Sam and Daniel are talking, and Sam's like, "Hey," he's like, Daniel first thought the Cobra Kai were the enemy, but Sam's like, "Hey, Cobra Kai's not the enemies. They used to be my friends," and that makes Daniel realize that he should not be attacking Cobra Kai. He should be making Cobra Kai realize that they're in the wrong. So that Miyagi-Do is there to help them in the valley and in the valley, and Sam's like, "Do you got room for one more person?" Yeah, and then Kreese shows up at the end of the episode, and he's like, "Hey, I fixed your second place trophy from the second movie." And he's like, and as Kreese is leaving, he's like, "Hold up," and Kreese has a smile, and that's how the episode ends. So this episode was really good. I really liked it. It was a good premiere to a good premiere to a good season premiere. And yeah, Sam's kind of mad at Miguel because, when Aisha asked her She wanted to hang out and wanted to go to this victory party. She said, nah. She's still mad at Miguel. I get why. Miguel can't help it. Miguel can't help it. He doesn't even know about Robbie being Johnny's son. That's why he said, why should we inflict mercy on Robbie Keane? So, yeah, I'll see you in Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 2, Back in Black. So, thanks for watching this review, everyone.